All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the WPBA Palmetto Invitational. We have a great matchup here. This is a B-side matchup, correct? This is B-side matchup between Margaret Fefilova and Savannah Easton. And I am being joined in the booth right now by Miss Ada Leo.
Hello, everybody. Excited to be
Um,
here. Thank you for watching and supporting. Please like, share, and follow the stream.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are going to lag for the first break. Looks like Savannah will win the lag. Let's talk about the match rules for this event. These are the match rules here at the WPBA Palmetto Invitational. They are going to lag for the first break, which you just saw. Alternate breaks thereafter. The 3-point break rule is in effect. The 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom two corners. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and cue ball fouls only. This is a race to 8. This is going to be a good match, Ada.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
I had to play Margaret earlier in the tournament, and she was playing great. I mean,
super
I
good.
was
Yeah.
lucky that I got a few racks. I never want to go out with a zero, so I'm so glad that there was no zero
No
involved.
zeros. No
That's right.
zeros. All right, so Savannah Easton to break. Oh boy. So she made one. She definitely made a legal break. Looks like she pocketed the 8-ball. The one's not in a great position here. I'm sure she'll probably find a safety, wouldn't you think? All right, folks, we had to make some technical changes real quick there. Looks like Savannah went for it. She shot that one beautifully.
She's having a good tournament here.
Yeah, she's been playing really well in this event.
Well, she's now number 10 when it comes to the WPBA ranking.
Yeah, yeah, she's done quite well in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
She's definitely had some great finishes and consistent showings here at the WPBA.
You should see the amount of accolades she has on her bio sheet. I can't even read this all out without like tripping all over myself.
That might happen. It's not unusual. All right, so a good starting rack here for Savannah. She had a great break. She made a nice shot on the 1-ball, and she's just getting straight to work.
We'll see. Yeah, can't reach this, so
She's gonna grab the bridge there.
I think if she had the extension, at least, she could reach it. I don't know. I prefer the extension over the bridge because I feel like I have more control over the cue. But she hits like no whoop, no big whoop. Just
Just
use the
do it.
bridge. Just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think about it. Savannah started playing and she was quite a small little person.
She
So she
was.
spent a lot of time probably with the bridge, wouldn't you assume? I would think she was so little. Now she's taller than we all are.
Yes. Do you think she stopped growing or she's gonna get even taller?
No, she's going to get taller. I mean, her dad's 6'2". Larry's 6'2". So, she has, I mean, I know her mom's not very big, right? But it looks
Yeah.
like she's definitely favoring her father's genes and the height thing.
Well, I think that is only to her advantage,
Yeah.
especially when we're playing like a diamond table where
Right.
it's taller. I feel like every
Or
time I play,
any 9-foot table, really.
I mean, some ladies get away with wearing high heels and wedges, but I can't play pool like that. No way.
All right, so she fell a little bit flat or short on this ball. That's okay though. It lends itself perfectly to the 7.
I feel
Nice.
like with these tables, though, we're playing on predator tables at this event. It's just different than over Brunswick and Diamond, so you gotta hit things a little bit differently, I think. And
Yeah, I think you'll see that the girls are playing with a little more finesse, not as much stun, and
yes,
then not as much spin. So they're dependent on the natural angle a bit more with these pockets, and obviously the different felt or the cloth. We're not using the Aramith cloth at this event, so
right. So the stun
or
is just
Simonis, sorry.
so many times like you would hang the ball or the pocket would spit it out. So you gotta be very careful. That's why I think they're using more of the finesse.
All right, so this is our first look at Margaret versus the lag, of course. Margaret Fefilova Steyer has recently just switched sponsorship. She's now a triple 60 sponsored player in Viking Qs. So she's just recently in this year, I believe, switched new equipment and she's had some pretty good successes. I think she had a third place finish in Michigan and a
She was runner up in the last
yeah,
event,
she was
so
second in ICB, so she's definitely making moves on the WPBA and
she's currently ranked
yeah,
fourth. She's
she's
definitely moving on up,
yeah.
and it's definitely a level of consistency this year over previous years. So progress, not perfection here. So
uh,
you could see her game's only get gonna get better and better.
Yeah, she's definitely making moves and she's just been really just showing her class at every event. You can see the amount of time that Margaret's putting into her game. It's exceptional.
Yeah, especially if you pay attention to her pre-shot routine. She has
Hmm.
such a solid pre-shot routine. That's how you're able to get that consistency. She does the same thing each time, and it's just such superb technique and discipline to be able to do this consistently. And she also has a really strong work ethic. Every morning, you just see her at the fitness center in the hotel.
Yeah.
She's just like, I gotta make sure I run, I gotta work out, gotta keep up with my stamina and endurance. That's definitely something that we all players have to keep in mind, especially we're having matches like 4 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. So
Hmm.
all these
Well, and I
sorts of
think
things.
it says a lot about the growth of the sport as well. Back in the day, the pool players were not exactly the epitome of health. You didn't look at a pool player and think, wow, they're in great shape, but now you do.
Yes.
Yeah, now you see that more. People are seeing the benefits of taking care of yourself, especially in like these 64 fields. They're a bit of like an Ironman contest.
Yeah.
You get to Saturday and it gets rough, it gets long. Friday and Saturday actually. It can make for long days, so fantastic
It's like
fantastic to see that growth in our sport. All
and
right.
Margaret's like, I'm not gonna try to make this. I'm gonna get to the two. So she opted to just play a push out. I wonder if Savannah's gonna give it back.
She is
Oh,
giving it back.
yeah.
She's like, well, I figure if I don't like it, I figure you can't like it. So here you go. See what Margaret opts to do here. Oh, nice. She tied it back up. She didn't quite get the cue ball around as far as she would like to. So, Ada, I have a booth cam.
Where is it today?
It's in the
Oh, over
corner.
there.
It's hiding.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on with the curtain now, so it got pushed in. But yeah, we have a booth cam. It's fun. I'm gonna get a trail cam for the window though. You know how many people have gone by me making faces? I
yes.
can't wait to I can't wait to get a trail cam in there and trap a bunch of people.
Don't you feel like a specimen though? Like people are trying to knock into the door and it's like you're an animal on display at the zoo
No,
and, and
no.
they're trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I don't feel like that at all, actually.
So it looks like it's gonna be a safety battle here because this one to the two, definitely no easy path to get to. Wow, wow. Okay, I think
Well, here she goes with the bridge again. All right, so it looks like she may have to play short side shape on this blue two ball down here. Oh boy, the pocket's
oh
big.
whoa.
Yeah, I didn't like going the one railer. I would have preferred to put a little bit of drag draw on that, and but
Well,
I'm not shooting, so
yeah.
yeah, it's a preference, I think, in those
I think
situations.
I would have played it safe and stuck the cue ball behind the seven and
Hmm.
sent the one ball off to be closer to the two,
Hmm.
so that I get ball in hand. I have an easier run out.
That's a smart play. Right, so it looks like she'll probably play the safety here. She went offensive.
Oh, the fearlessness of the youth.
Risk versus reward, though, right? She knows that she can keep that cue ball down here. So there's a good chance that she's going to leave Margaret. Not a great shot on the two. I don't think that was a terrible play.
No, it was a good two-way for sure because I think I don't really see that Margaret has a good path here. She's gonna have to kick at it. Unless, I mean, maybe the camera angle's tripping me up here.
Doesn't really change it much for us, does it?
No.
But,
Yeah, she's looking at the kick.
well, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any piece of it. She's under the four. Full ball. Don't go
Oh,
in there. It's
wow.
dark in there. That's my favorite phrase when somebody scratches.
Have you used jail time yet?
No, no, not too much. I will say, yeah, it's jail, but you say jail time a lot. That's your
I
thing.
actually, my proudest shot, actually, there were two shots in my Margaret match that I was very proud of. One was she married this 2-9 together, and I was like, this is not a safe. I could do a combo cross bank nine ball shot here. And so I saw it and I just did it. But I did a jail safe on Margaret and she got out, so it wasn't jail enough.
You look, I need bigger bars. All right, so Savannah comes to the table. She's got a good opportunity here to take a little bit more of a lead. This is so early in the match. This is a race to eight, so it's gonna, I think it'll momentum shift on us a couple times before this match is over.
For sure. But that was really a smart play from Savannah to try to force the error from Margaret and get ball in hand because everything's all open now. So I don't know, if you've been following, but we're at the Palmetto Billiards Academy in Charleston, South Carolina for this event. It's pretty much a brand new room. They got these tables from Las Vegas this year at the Predator event that happened. And from what I hear, this is the last time that the Predator tables have the 4.25-inch pockets. They're now making them even smaller. I can't even imagine trying to play on those type of tables. Wow. And we're looking forward to having, was it three more stops now in our tournament calendar? Four more stops. So next month we're going over to Denver, Colorado at the end of September, September 26th through the 29th. We also have in October heading to Louisville, Kentucky, October 10th through 13th, I believe. And then Concord, New Hampshire in November over at Capital City Billiards. And then lastly, our season finale will be over at in Rothschild, Wisconsin for the Dr. Poole at the, what is it called? The Central Wisconsin Convention Center. So still a lot of exciting stops, a lot of play, a lot of these ladies. I don't think we've had a consecutive winner. You know, anything can happen. We got so many people playing great. So there's a question in the chat about playing opposite-handed. So Lonnie, do you play opposite-handed?
No, I do not. As a matter of fact, I might look like I'm having a seizure if I try to switch hands. All right, folks, these are the matches going on around the room. We've got Kaylee McIntosh playing Brittany Bryant, the bombshell, 1-0 in the lead. We also have Sophia Mast and April Larson, and Larson, the grinder, is up 2-0 on Sophia Mast at the moment. Ashley Rice and Melissa Helland, ones.
So I play left-handed, and I think it's so much more, anything you can add to your toolbox is worth it. Like, so I can jump, I could kick, I could use my left hand. Especially as a short person, I can't reach, and it's really helpful, especially when I'm playing straight pull and my opponent thinks that's a good save. I'm like, no, this is not a save. But I also think, like, it makes a difference. I'm left eye dominant right-handed, so I already naturally use the left side as my aiming. So when I switch it, I just feel like everything's in falls into place, and it's just a matter of pocketing that ball. So I need to work better on my cue ball control, but some of those shots you just need to just dink it in, and if you could do it left hand, great. So we got some congestion here on the 2-3, but I don't think this is anything that will trip up Margaret. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. So she just has to make sure she, has a game plan for every single ball and gets to the correct side of the ball to get to the next ball. Planning is so huge in this game. People don't realize, professionals make it look so easy. Everything is just these little shots, but there's a lot of planning involved as to, being on the correct side of the ball. So that you'll hear that a lot. And making sure you take your time. And we are on a 30-second shot clock, as you see in the background there. So that's plenty of time to think about it, but really having a game plan and executing on that is huge. So would you stop shot, go one rail? What I think that's a personal preference as to how to get positioned to the middle of the table.
Well, the five goes past the six, so I mean,
She just made it easy, just
yeah, just make the ball and
keep it as little movement as
yeah,
possible.
well, and especially I feel like that favors that type of play is favorable on the predator tables.
Yeah.
It the pockets have a tendency to spit the ball back at you a lot,
Mm.
and so you're more natural, fluid strokes, nothing real fancy. Try to keep it simple. Seems to be the general way of play to on these tables.
I wonder if Efren Reyes was playing on these tables, if he would have to play like that, or does he
Mm,
still do his
I don't
flourishes?
know. I don't know. I feel like the movements have to be so kept at such a minimal.
Yeah.
I think it's more about the cloth on the table than it is the actual table because we're so accustomed to the Simonis
Yes.
that this is a little bit different for us, and it also seems to it just it's just a little more grabby in a different way than
It
what we're used
is.
to, and
I've
so we're learning it. We did have a full season where we had partnered with the Pro Billiard Series,
yeah.
and so in that season, a lot of us girls were pretty lucky to get a little time on these tables. So a lot of us don't come here blindly, um, but it has been since some of us have been competitive on predator tables.
Yeah. I'm glad I had that pro series to practice on and at least have some experience. For sure, my first pro series event, I was like, what are these tables? I'm not used to it. It's so alien.
It totally felt alien at first.
But I agree with you. Like some of the Englishes I would do to do these safeties, I was like, whoa, this is not executing how I'm thinking it is. So it's grabby in a different way.
hmm Yeah, Pat, my mic went out, and Ada actually let me know because she couldn't hear me in her headset. So I'm just chatting away, and nobody could hear me. Luckily, you guys could probably hear me on Ada's mic, so at least it was,
Lonnie, you're so loud. You could be
you
heard on another mic.
know. No, earlier they let us know because Emily and I were in here in the booth, and Emily, she's just going. She's
Yeah.
fantastic. She's just such a fantastic, happy spirit. And so
Yeah.
she's in here chatting away, and Truc will come into the window, and she's like, "We can hear you out here." And I'm like, "Okay, we gotta keep it down, pull it back in."
Yeah. So I see we have Michael Ishibashi in the chat room.
Hi,
Howdy.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
We miss you here. He's usually our scorekeeper and all jack of all trades at the event helping out. But he is unfortunately not at this event. So Savannah, 2-0. Still early on.
Yeah, she's doing really well. She's having a great event.
Well, actually, it looks like 2-1. It looks
Yeah, Margaret. They just haven't marked it on their tablet.
So I would pay attention to Margaret's break. She has this 3 point breaks qualification satisfied and get shape on the one every single time. It's such a technique.
Yeah, Christina also in the last match, if you got to see any of it, you could actually see her one always tracks to that top right corner. And she makes the 3 points I mean, almost every time. She had a couple illegal in the middles there where she made some changes, but
Hmm.
at the end she brought it back and then ended up breaking and running hill hill.
Yeah, it's about the speed and the
Hmm.
spin, and people think that you have to blast through that break. Definitely
Mm.
not.
No, it's about the connection more than it is the speed.
Yeah, so if you think that these girls have to weight lift in order to have a good break, you are sorely wrong.
No weightlifting, huh?
No weightlifting. This is just timing and follow through, and speed and spin, and where you aim it.
Oh, wow. How'd she hit that,
Look
folks?
at that.
Oh,
How
don't go
nice.
under it. Get a
Oof.
bounce. She didn't deserve that. She hit that one ball beautifully.
What do you think? Jail time? Behind the seven?
Ada's been waiting for the
I'm
opportunity. Jail
waiting.
time. Yeah, it's likely that she'll play the safety here. I don't see her being offensive. There's no bonus to it.
Jail time. My favorite. Yes.
She would have liked to have froze it right up to the seven to eliminate a few rails for Savannah to be able to kick, but she did not get it frozen, so Savannah's going to have a couple different options.
Just gonna go two rail kick right now.
She's got to get her extension here.
Oh, that was too hard. The English did not take. She needed more spinnies. So we got.
Not much bail to get out of jail. Ada like that one, Shell.
You got some good comments over here in the
Uh,
chat.
we have the best chat room. We really do.
I think she's got a little traffic between like the five and the six there, so this ball is gonna be key getting from the four to the five.
It looks like she's aiming to go underneath it, shoot the five in the right-hand side pocket. So this is going to require a little bit of draw, and you have to be so mindful. You could put like a little bit of right-hand English on it. You have to make sure you hit the pocket clean. This pockets will spit it back at you with any spin.
She couldn't have hit that even like cleaner than that. That
Yeah,
was
she
pretty
hit it
clean.
beautifully.
And you could tell by the way it sounds. Like I'm always looking for like when I hit the middle of the pocket, there's this like
There's a
noise.
dong.
And yeah, so then I'm like, yes, I hit that and aimed that correctly. Because if you hear any kind of like interference from like the nipples or something, or it doesn't go down cleanly, it's not gonna have that same
Yeah,
sound.
it does not have the same sound. I would agree with you on that.
I had a friend, they were like, they love to hit the nine ball hard in the center of the pocket, so that is a really loud sound, so they could be like in your face.
Well,
Uh,
I guess everybody's got a preference there. I like that. She just opted to just kind of pinch it, hold it, because that gave her the angle that she wanted to get back down table. This is going to be the shot right here.
This is a little straight.
I don't know. Maybe she was going the wrong direction, so she didn't want to draw it back and give herself more of a natural two-railer around. But you know what? I'm sitting here and she's out there. So
That's right. People who are
wow.
not playing, sitting in their chair can't miss a ball,
No,
right?
I mean I play perfect from here.
That's beautiful. Did you see that?
She hit that very nicely.
Look at her like confidence around the table. This game requires confidence to play. Like if you go in there, you're like, I think this is gonna go in. The table will quickly tell you this is not happening.
Nice little run rail action back down to the center of the table for right there for the 9 ball to tie this match up.
She's just like, I'm not letting you, a little girl, run away with this.
That is not what Margaret's thinking at all. Ada, she's making up her own dialogue. It's like Margaret's only thinking about the task at hand. All right, let's check out what's going on around the room here. It's currently 2-2 at this match. Brittany Bryant and Kaylee McIntosh. Kaylee's up 3-0 at the moment. Long way to go in that match. April Larson is up 4-0 over the Pink Dagger. Melissa Helen just took the lead against Ashley Rice 2-1. These are B-side matchups, folks. If you guys want to follow along, you guys can pull back from full screen if you're watching from YouTube. You can pull back from full screen and click the description. The link to the brackets is right there in digital pool bracket, and it'll take you directly to our bracket as well. And then we also want to talk a little bit. I got a little promo deal going on here for this match and this match alone. We are selling a previously used set of Aramith balls. I can do this for 4 ball sets. That's it. If you purchase a set of the previously used Aramith balls that we sell for $370, they are the Pro Cup series, so they do have the pink 4. If you purchase that, not only can you get the cue ball signed by a player of your choice, but only live during this match right here, you will also get a 3-pack of Kamui chalk.
Wow, that's quite a
And
deal.
they'll ship out on Tuesday. So if you are interested in a set of the Aramith Pro Cup balls only during this match, you go ahead, go to our site, WPBA.com, go to the ball sets, purchase the ball set. You can get a cue ball autographed by anybody still in this event. And you will also receive a 3-pack. Thank you to Kamui for this offer. A 3-pack of Kamui chalk as well, which is a $75 value. So now you're getting a $450 set of balls and
And they're Aramith
and
balls.
they're Aramith, the
There's a,
best in the business.
they're my favorite.
And so and the 3-pack of Kamui chalk. So if you're interested in that, go right now to WPBA.com and purchase a set, the $370 set of Aramith Pro Cup balls, and you will also get the 3-pack of Kamui chalk. But it's only good for, we only have 4 sets to do this with. It's only good during this match.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's right. You gotta
that's a
have
good
a
deal.
sense of urgency,
Yeah.
people. Let's go.
Well, then we only have 4 sets to do it with. So if you're interested, you get a twofer on this purchase. Not only do you get a great set of balls at a very discounted rate, but you also will get a 3-pack of Kamui chalk.
So, Lonnie, what new sponsors do we have?
Girl, so many. So many. We have such a big family
What
and it's
is this?
growing.
What is this list here?
Yeah, so we got this list. So, okay, so just so you guys know too, when we get through, actually Ada, when we get through this rack, we'll chat about the sponsors coming up.
All right.
We'll go through that because we've got some event sponsors that have that partnered up with Palmetto to bring us here to this event.
That's
So we have some
amazing.
cool event sponsors, but then of course we've got a bunch of new sponsors that are tour sponsors that have recently joined the WPBA family. So we'll give them a proper shout out here after this rack.
So it looks like Margaret's taking advantage of, I think it was like a dry break or illegal. I'm sorry, we were chatting about the ball sets and I took my eyes off of the table. And then next thing I know, I see Margaret running some balls here. So yeah, Savannah I think was not pleased with this break, and now Margaret's taking advantage of trying to get the lead here.
Nice. And she managed to avoid the awkward queuing. I mean, she may still have to elevate a little, but it could have been much worse.
This is like that same shot that she did in the previous rack to get to that 8 ball that was in the
I don't
where it's
know.
at the 6
Do you
now.
think she'll play short side to the right hand side of this ball, this 6
No,
ball?
I think she's just gonna,
Can she dig
stun it
in?
over, right?
Can she dig in here even though she's going to be a little elevated
Oh,
over
she's
the 9?
pointing over there. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think she has to play short side here so that she can keep a level queue. Just like that. Beautiful.
Do you point on the table when you're shooting?
Yeah, sometimes when I miss my mark a little, at first I won't usually do that, but when I start to miss my mark, then I get more deliberate. So I
Yeah.
give myself a visual and I think that tends to help. when I get down to shoot the ball. No, I don't always, but I do if I start to miss my mark, and then I'll start making the mark, right? Giving
Right.
myself a visual line. So,
I think that helps me because like oftentimes I just am like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot this, and then I have to deal with awkward position. So having a more specific goal in mind with by pointing to the table is giving me a level of consistency in my game
and you
recently.
know as well as anyone that once you're out of line, every ball gets just a little further out of line.
Yeah,
It gets tough. By the time you get to the money ball, you're like 8 inches out of line.
this is a downward
Yeah,
spiral of
yeah,
diminishing
it's just
returns.
it's hard to pull it back in. All right, so
Oh,
she opted just to play for the combination here. I think she opted just to make sure that she made the seven. If she
yeah.
punches that ball, which is what would have been required to get over to the left side of the eight, from our viewpoint, left side, um, she takes the chance at missing the seven. So I like that she just opted to take the combination. She'll, I
Oh,
was,
oh my goodness. I don't know. I think she should have followed it a little bit more so she got the eight into the side pocket. Just a little bit more natural.
and she may have mishit it. She may have intended to do that. That's just what I assumed happened based on the position she got off the seven, right?
I mean, as much as I like combos, these tables are really tough. With the combos, you have to be so precise about it. This still is like an awkward shot though. You have to be, really precise about where you hit it. Just gonna cut it in, try to go a few rails. What do you think?
Yeah, she's lining it up. She looks a little hesitant. We'll see if she's gonna have to just make sure she commits to it. She goes all in. Swing it around. Wow. Oh boy, watch out. There's a side pocket. Don't do
Oh,
it. Don't do
oh
it.
my goodness.
Oh my God, it's so dark in there. Why do you want to go in there? I just don't understand. Like,
She has so much area. This is like
oh,
this table
what
is
a
so
bad,
weird.
what a bunch of bad mojo that was. That's just not fun.
And she's just like, "You're having this because that was silly."
Well, and unfortunately, it was, you know what I mean. She was kind of stuck in that position. Margaret left her there. She didn't leave herself there. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so, um,
I don't know. Maybe they're
after that weird combination from Margaret, that's kind of, what she was left. What are your options? You got two balls
safety,
on the table.
distance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could play the distance, but she's just going to turn it around on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because she can make that ball. She clearly did. She just got a little unfortunate with the scratch.
Well, there is luck involved in this game, so people don't realize how much, that shows up, but it does. It's there. So let's talk about sponsors since we have in
Let's do
between
that.
break
So
racking.
basically, what we got going on right now with the WPBA is, so of course, our longest lasting sponsors and our relationship with them is solid as ever. Diamond Tables, Airman, Simone, and Cloth. Those are our longest lasting sponsors, and of course, we're partnered with Digital. So thank you to the Digital team for all their help in with our brackets, etc. And then, of course, our newest sponsors here at the WPBA, which we're pretty excited about, Out Tips, Chalk, Big Family Custom Creations, which is our newest apparel sponsor, which they're amazing. I have one of
They
their jerseys on
are.
right now.
Are they
Um,
comfy? That
yeah,
looks
and
comfy.
what I like about them too is that they're the wicked dry fit. They're not the just plain dry fit. So
Oh,
they're really light and they're super. Then a Castillo Leather Goods, which they are sponsors of April Larson and Caroline Powell, as well as Tina Larson. And then the ICA training tool. I'll show you guys the commercial for that going forward. Ada was just doing some work with them over there.
yeah,
It's
that
a
was
pretty
really
cool.
interesting. In Amsterdam Billiards, Thorsten Holman uses that
Oh,
software,
nice,
and
nice.
when his instructions, and it's really, really cool as far as like, I mean, it takes some getting used to understanding the numbers about how hard to hit it and what kind of English. But then, after talking through with the guys, I kind of got a better feel for what they're trying to do with the drills. So I thought it was a very handy tool. And if you have a projector and, set it up so that puts that software on your table, you can have those
Mm-hmm.
same drills. And I was asking for multi-directional transitional drills as
Gotcha.
well as safeties. So I was really impressed with the amount of content that they have with this program.
Oh, it's really neat. It's really, really neat. I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but I've been watching all weekend, so I intend to at some point spend a little more time with it. Um, yeah. So also, I wanted to give a shout out because Palmetto Billiards Academy has gone above and beyond at such a good level here for the WPBA, and we're super proud to be the very first event that they've hosted. They partnered with Ashley River Roofing, CB Prime Distribution, and Predator to bring us to Charleston. So thank you to those sponsors as well. They're event sponsors here at Palmetto Billiards Academy. So we're pretty grateful to have them on board. They've done a wonderful job, and we're super grateful to have them fill that spot we lost when we lost Chicago.
So it was really quick,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
turnaround time for
it
them
was very
to
fast.
put together this event. So very impressed by that. So thank you everyone involved behind the scenes with getting this event for the WPBA and, making it truly a premier spot for playing, uh, some really world-class nine ball.
Yeah, it's been a good time here too. I mean, the weather's beautiful, the area is gorgeous. I mean, my hotel room's fine. I have definitely enjoyed it.
So it looks like Savannah is gonna be able to tie this up. She just needs to make sure she gets the right position from the 7 to the 9. So we're trying to equalize the mics per the suggestion in the chat. So,
I just haven't messed with them at all this event, so um just doing a little twiddling.
so I see my friend Robert in the chat. Hello.
Oh, hi, Robert.
He showed up to Michigan and took some pictures for the ladies.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was a lot of fun. I got to meet him there. It was a good time.
So now it's tied. This is a very competitive match, 3-3. Nobody's running away with anything.
I think that it's just what's gonna happen if they play on the TV table. Almost all of our matches are super tight on the TV table.
Yeah,
I don't know what happens, but it just does.
I think they're feeling the pressure of the audience and
Yeah,
knowing that we're commentating. I don't know.
yeah, for sure.
What do you think? There's some juju involved.
I don't know. I just think it's a thing, right? I mean, and I know this sounds crazy, but I think when they're on the TV table, they know they're being streamed. Everyone does, but I think the weirdest things happen on stream.
Yeah.
Like you'll miss this ball that you would never miss in a million years, but you'll miss it on the stream table. So I just think it just lends itself to a little bit of some fun-sided stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of these lopsided matches on the bonus table happened to be mine. I had to play at 9 o'clock last night and I hit a wall and it was like I couldn't focus on the ball. I was so exhausted. The 9 o'clock matches are really, really tough. I don't know if you had to play at 9 o'clock, Lonnie.
In the evening, no, oh, no, I played the 7 o'clock match on Friday or Thursday. 7, I think it was 7. I had a rough tournament here. I was did not have a great showing. I won a match, but I didn't play good.
Well, I
Yeah,
had a really good bonus match on day one, but then yesterday's bonus match was no bueno.
no bueno.
No bueno.
Well, it happens. I did have the US HR. I did have the US Open finals playing. I did. Um, at one point, you're right. It was when I first turned the event on live. I did have the volume up too because I was watching it. Obviously, I'm cheering for our American boys and Shane Van Boning and Federer. They're in the finals of the U.S. Open, so congratulations to both of them.
Wow. And US Open's in my home state and I'm missing it.
I know it's beautiful. It's a great thing. It's a great day for pool. All right, so she's gonna have to dig in a little bit here. She wants to play this with draw. It,
Would you draw left?
she's gonna have to play short side on the six, I think.
Yeah, I think draw left.
She has to be really mindful to make sure she pockets the ball. It's tough from
Just
the
like that.
just
Draw
like that.
left.
All right. She wants the cue ball to get off the rail though, because now she's gonna have to elevate.
I think she could keep the cue
Do you think she
level.
can clear the nine?
Oh, I was having trouble with the rails on this table. I think they're shaped a little
Oh,
bit
good.
different.
And she can clear the nine. If she can't clear the nine, she's gonna have to elevate and kind of stun the ball in and slide the cue ball over. Looks like she's going for the. Looks like she can clear it. That's wonderful.
Oh, she ran
She
into the
could not clear
nine.
it. She should have elevated. I wondered because you know it was so close, and you can see obviously from our view as well as your guys' view at home. You can see the angle of point of contact. It's going straight at the nine, so
Yeah.
it makes me nervous when you see those things. All right, hopefully we fixed all the sound issues. Switching, we've had a couple different co-commentators, so I've had to adjust my mic accordingly to them and because we pick up each other as well. So
Yeah.
it depends on how one of our voices carries, and I made some adjustments. Hopefully the sound is much better for everybody at home. I've actually had zero problems with sound this weekend, so hopefully it's fine.
Well,
And I keep accidentally muting my mic today, so my bad.
I'm just avoiding having to be super loud that they can hear us outside of the booth.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Because you
believe.
don't want to do that.
Mm-mm.
I feel like we're in
Try
a
to
little
use my
tent.
yeah. Try well, and it makes you feel like that you can just talk freely, right?
Right.
Because you can't see anything around you. But actually, we probably should be using our golf voice
The golf
because
voice.
because if we get loud enough and the room gets quiet, they can hear us. So I'm trying to be mindful, use more of golf voice, and just add a little volume to the mic.
What does golf voice mean?
The golf voice.
Because I'm thinking like, golf course, you're like
Yeah,
this.
you're quiet. You
Really?
got yeah, golf commentators are always like, and then they were going to here it is, folks, this putt for all the marbles. They use that voice. I don't know if that's a golf voice. I'm joking, guys, but all right. Looks like they getting their stuff updated over here. I don't know what's going on. That's Kathy Tishumper, our tournament director here. All right, while Margaret's doing that, let's check out some of the scores around the room. Kaylee McIntosh has extended her lead 4-1 over Brittany Bryant. Sophia Mass, April Larson is playing exceptionally well in this event. 7-0
Wow.
over Sophia Mass.
That's amazing.
Melissa Helen is 3-2 against Ashley Rice. Ashley's hanging in there.
I think April played Kelly Fisher, and it was very, very close. So she's just like, well, if I could almost take down Kelly Fisher and no one else, she's like, I'm not gonna, let anybody else do that.
April's busy girl. She's playing exceptionally well in this event. She played really well at Iron City.
She
I mean, she had a
did.
fourth place finish at Iron City. She played great.
Well, Iron City's like her homeroom too, so I think there's
Absolutely.
a level of comfort, and I think she had people there to support and cheer her
Did she
on.
get fourth or did she get third?
I think fourth because I think Allison Fisher got third.
And then Kaylee McIntosh got fifth, sixth. No, Kaylee
Yeah,
played on Sunday too.
yeah. Well, it's top six on Sunday,
Oh,
so
that's right. Yep, wrong tournament.
they're all blending together for you, Lonnie.
I see a lot of them. Right, she wants it to bump, don't get
Oh,
stuck. Yeah, a little
no.
awkward there for the queuing, but she's good. She can cut this ball in.
She's got to elevate over this a little bit.
Well, luckily the two ball's close to the pocket. That'll make the shot a little bit less difficult.
Oh, a little. Okay,
It's perfect. Now, do you just stop it and accept the shot on the four, or do you draw it back?
draw it back.
Looks like she's angling. Well, I guess you can't really see that from this camera view, can you?
No.
It's a little tricky. It's a little.
Especially the way she was pointing, it looked like she was just gonna stun it over.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at that little fancy shot. That's not what I was expecting.
All right, she's fallen perfectly though. Absolutely perfectly. A little stop shot to the six. Just kind of, you just want to pinch it and hold it right there so that you have full cue ball. You don't want to lose the cue ball and you don't want to end up on the rail.
And you
Bas-
want to give yourself an angle for the
mhm.
seven because you got to get to that eight.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to just stop, stop, stop because then you get from this there's no way to get to the seven from the seven to the eight. You're right about that.
Yeah, she's a bit straight here, it looks like. Maybe a slight angle? You think she's gonna punch it off the rail? Oh, she's drawing.
Hmm. So we have four left on the A side. Is that correct? Yes, we have
Yes.
four left on the A side and then these eight girls.
Yeah, so final six will be tomorrow.
Yeah. So yep. So there's 12 left in this event.
And we got two more rounds, right? We got
Yeah, we
seven
have a
and
7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock round.
wow, she hit that a little chunky. I think that was a little too much angle, and she also mishit that. Like it was a little too rushed on the backswing.
Weirdly enough, in the last match, Kaylee McIntosh missed a seven ball quite similar against Christina Tkach.
Yeah, I think sometimes less is more, and maybe you have to like keep it more simple. Like
Hmm.
trying to force something is
Well, especially
completely
here, like,
these tables.
yeah, like I think the tables play wonderful. I really do. I think it's the felt, the cloth that we're not used to.
How about the rails?
They don't bother me. I truly think all of that is attributed to the difference in the cloth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I really do because the size of the table is conducive to everything that we play on regularly. The only thing, and the balls, they're airmouth balls. So, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
airmouth produces those balls. So, the only thing that truly is drastically different is the cut of the pocket
Yeah.
and the cloth.
Yeah.
So that's what's causing a little bit. But you'll notice that the top girls that have played, and we all are comfortable enough
Yeah.
because we played in the pro series, we helped them get that started.
That was a really nice touch shot there. I like that decision because she got on top of that eight ball and there was no way she could bank it or do some heroic shot. So she was playing her percentages. Let's see if Young Eyes will let her slice this in or if she's going to opt for a save.
I know all you guys at home are watching the U.S. Open as well. It looks like the scoreline is currently 6-6. I think so. So April Larson just defeated Sophia Mast. Our tournament director, Kathy Tejumper, has made the announcement. So it looks like that match is over. Sophia Mast is officially out of this event. But she's a solid, that's like what, a 9th through 12th finish? That's a good finish.
It is.
I mean, there are 64 solid ladies in this event.
All these ladies are getting in the money.
Yeah, this is all, we are all in the money rounds.
Wow, that was.
Well, she got pretty fortunate there with
She,
that
she
miss.
got really lucky there because she didn't hit that well.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. That's 9 ball.
There's no way you can jump this. I don't know what she's thinking now.
You'd have to jump and land on it.
And she's got to sit on the table. It's just, there's a lot going on with that.
Listen, this girl's 14 years old, Ada, and she's taller than both of us. Like,
That's
and
true.
2 years ago, she was a foot shorter than both of
I
us.
know, she had to use the bridge for everything.
Aw, thanks, J. David.
Do we still have the donate a stream link?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
If
okay.
you go to WPBA.com, there's a button there. You guys can if you go, I think you can go to the store in the WPBA, and then there's a donate here button. You guys are free to check that out if you want to donate. You can also donate by hitting the money symbol next to your little chat box on our YouTube chat. You can go there. If you click the little money symbol, you can ship us a super chat donation and we'll pass it to you. We'll give you a shout out on stream.
Wow, that was an unfortunate miss
Mm.
there.
Well, Savannah's got to take advantage of this right here because this 8 ball and 9 ball right here can tie this match back up at fours.
Yeah, so with your money, the streaming can only get better. And we actually just recently got a trailer that you were just hauling the equipment to all the
Uh-huh.
events.
Everywhere, yeah. Well, Jay David, that doesn't help us improve our stream now, does it?
Yes,
He
right?
he's a KZ super fan.
Oh, okay.
Wow. These ladies, there's a bunch of uncharacteristic mistakes by both these ladies, but I'm sure they're gonna settle in and it'll all come out in the wash, folks. It's like I say all the time about pool players, right? We have multiple personalities. You just gotta wait for the right one to show up.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, like every day you're a new person. If you have a bad day, just wait. Tomorrow a better person will show up. It'll be fine.
Do you have days where you're like, "Oh, this is a bank day. My banks are on." Or
No.
this is a cut
Wow.
shot day.
Wow. Snaps to Margaret. That was a great shot on
That
that
was,
nine.
yeah, she was like up on that rail. She's like, no big whoop. I'm just gonna fire this nine in.
Yeah, she looks like oh, thanks, Jay David. You know I'm gonna mess with you, bud. Thank you so much for your donation. We appreciate you. We do. I do anyway. All right, it looks like somebody took their glove off and are taking a little break. We'll see what's gonna happen here. Not
So after
exactly
this
sure.
event, it looks like there's a huge women's event going to be happening in New Zealand. So exciting. So I'm just glad to hear that there's all these opportunities for women pool players.
There's so many good things going on right now in pool, isn't there?
Yeah. I can't wait to see what happens next year. I heard that we already had 6 events booked on the calendar. Not confirmed yet,
Yeah,
but
it's growing.
yeah.
Thank you to those who have become part of the WPBA family. We appreciate your support. All right, so what's going on? Let's take just a second while these ladies are taking their break and
Ooh,
throw a little commercial. Let's check out the ICA training.
Digital Pool is the ultimate app for billiards enthusiasts, tournament directors, and league operators. Digital Pool enables world-class billiards events by using innovative technology to enhance and streamline the experience at every angle. Experience features like live scoring, text notifications, table assignments, real-time match updates, automatic reporting the Fargo rating, player stats and profiles, live streaming overlays, online player registration, and digital payment tracking. Enjoy all this and more by signing up for your free account at digitalpool.com.
All right, folks, we're back in action. Savannah, Easton to break. Right, so she made the wing ball. She definitely has a legal break. 3-point rule successful.
She's got a bridge over this. Is that the four ball there?
It is. She's going to remove the perfect rack from the table. For those of you guys who are interested in that, it's a Canadian made product. You can, believe he has a social media, and if you are looking to purchase one, you can always reach out to Brittany Bryan as well. She is his main connection. So check that out. You can also reach out. I think we have them as well. I know
Yeah.
we sell them on site at our events, but I'm not sure if we have them in the store just yet. Now, don't forget about the ball set opportunity, guys. I'll throw that graphic up in between racks here. If you guys, this is your one chance and one opportunity throughout this match alone. If you purchase a set of balls, I only have 4 sets I can do this with. We'll also ship you a 3-pack of
All
Kamui
right.
chalk.
Let's see if jail time's happening.
Oh boy, here she goes with the jail time.
Yep, I think there's jail time going on here.
It's like jail time.
That's my favorite when people can do a lockup safe, and I'm
Mhm,
just like, that completely fascinates me. And then how a player gets out of that and
mhm.
resaves, that's even better.
Yeah.
People think it's all about shot making and pocketing balls. That's one aspect of it, but you have to be able to not get control, not lose control of the table.
All right, folks. Shane just tied it up at 7s on the U.S.
Oh,
Open.
she can see it. I thought she was stuck. Oh no.
She just hit it. Look at this. Oh, I thought she was going to get that beautiful kick safe. She has leaked out, but this is a testing shot for Savannah. I'm not sure if Savannah will be offensive here or if she's going to
Well,
try to find
these
a safety.
youth are so fearless. She's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go for it. I would play more defensive because I'm just like, there's no way I can get from the two to the three. It's just not natural, and I have to like force something.
Hmm.
Someone says it's lockdown.
Lockdown. Call it lockdown. All right, Joe, we got you. She likes jail time. That's her thing. That's Ada's thing.
Lockdown.
I'll call it lockdown if I remember. All right, I like this safety here. This cross over the two. The 694 is a big wall of balls. Unfortunately, I do think that she has let her see that two ball.
Yes, I think she can see it, and then she could just graze it and kind of get the cue ball behind the six. Let's see what happens. Well, she can't see with this angle, but
You
do you
can't.
think she resaved
Let's
her?
go back and see if we can see it from a different angle. Yeah, yep, she definitely played the safety. That was a nice shot by Margaret.
I think she could kick it off the top rail there. But still, this is a little tricky there. She's got to bend it a little bit. I don't think the angle's natural. Or she is deciding to go with short rail kick? I think there's too much traffic. Two rail kick. Oh.
Ada, you were leaning to the
I
shot.
wanted to see her
People
do.
always do that. It's so fun. All right, guys, don't forget to make sure to pull back and hit the thumbs up button for us. We'd really appreciate that. We have quite a few people inside the room, so we need to make the number of likes on this video match the number of views. So if you could take just a second if you're watching on YouTube to pull back and hit the thumbs up button for me.
I don't think that was a foul. It hit the two, and then the cue ball hit the rail.
Hi, Joe. We're going to be in Colorado in September. So that's I don't know how close you are to Denver, but we're going to be in that area. So come check us out. It's much more fun in person. No ball to the rail after contact, huh?
They were talking about like that two rail kick. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I was trying to lean over and see.
To watch and see if
Yeah.
she got the hit. Yeah. She didn't quite dig. She didn't quite get as much out of that, I think, as she had wanted. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Well, find us a venue in anything from 15 to 20,000 and we'll be there.
Thank you, HR Biggs, for your
Aw,
donation.
thanks so much, JHR in the house.
Do they call you Big Papa?
Not me.
I apologize if HR Biggs is a woman. I didn't mean that. Or Big Mama.
All right, J. David. If you promise to be good, I might let you do that.
Would you be a technical commentator or a color commentator?
All right, so Savannah here at the table. She's got to try to get some of these games back. I like that she played that a bit more aggressively, got that cue ball down underneath these balls.
Yeah, she definitely hit that purposefully
Hmm.
for to make that defensive. And Margaret acknowledged that with a tap on the table.
All right, so she's going to the air, folks.
What's her jump cue here?
She is playing with the triple 60 jump cue.
Have you used triple 60 before?
I've hit a few times with the shaft, the white carbon shaft, but have not actually personally played with any of their jump cues or shooting cues yet. Now, I have a friend, Jeremy Seaman, who is a Michigan guy, and he plays with all of their equipment and loves it. So,
You think she's gonna go for this combo? I don't know if it's lined up. She might have to throw it. So there are a couple different ways. There's a question in the chat about how women can get themselves an invite to WPBA. So we do have regional tours throughout the U.S. For example, I play in New York City, and the closest tour we have is called the JP Newt Tour. So it's a semi-pro tour, no handicaps. It's an open level. Anybody can play in it, and it's a good testing ground for you as far as getting that level of professional players and being in that event, and they play with the same rules as WPBA. So usually each of the regional tours will have a qualifying spot, or if you are close to the room, or if you play out of that room that we're going to be having a stop in, there's a promoter spot. So there's a couple different ways. You can also submit, I think, on the WPBA website, there's, how to join or how to get more info. There's a form you can fill out to submit your information if you're interested in being part of the waiting lists and being considered for events. So yeah, it depends on how you want to go do it. But I think the easiest way is to get that experience with the regional tours if there's one near you.
all right, so that was a nice shot by Margaret. She definitely got that cue ball down there. She would have liked to have gotten a little further underneath the brown seven, but that's okay. It looks like Savannah doesn't have much of an offensive shot. She may have to opt to thin the right side. Would she go? Oh, it's our left. Sorry, I should probably do that more. Um, and just try to get a containing safety. Margaret doesn't have anything super offensive here, so she can either thin the right side of the four ball and get the cue ball back using that 6-9 as a blocker, or she can cross over it just like this. She used the 6-9 for a like blocker balls. I call them the wall of balls.
The wall of balls.
Yeah, yeah. Got a little wall right there.
Now the question is, can she jump and make that four?
Well, she's gonna jump. She's going to the air with her Lucasi prototype, jump prototype. Oh, so close. Nice try.
I think she's gonna have to play it safe on this. There's no crazy shot. Even though I love crazy shots, I'm just like, nah.
Well, you had a crazy shot. You made a like cross bank kick, jump, carom 9 shot or
That's
something.
because it was there. I'm just saying that I don't see any crazy shots. I will play it
Okay.
safe in this scenario. Yeah, I love combos and caroms and anything that takes creativity to see. So
All right, she's going at it again, huh?
so another information about our upcoming event in Denver. I believe Felt Billiards is where we're hosting
Yes.
that event,
Yes.
and I saw that they're running a qualifier for a spot. So if you want to see if you can get a spot into WPBA, you can go play in that qualifier and see if you can win that spot for the event later on in September.
And that Angela Janik may be working on some qualifiers for the Rail Yards event, which is in Louisville as well.
Yeah, so there are definitely opportunities, and even though we are invite only, and of course we go on our ranking list and do our invites. Not
Hmm.
everyone can go to every event.
That's true. Yep. All right. Margaret, she's cutting this ball to the side. She wants to stay in the window there. She doesn't want to go too far down table simply because the 9 could be a problem, but it looks like she's landed perfectly. Now I can't tell from this view if she is going to bump the 9 ball or not. So if she is, she needs to be mindful of where the cue ball is going to go after she touches it. So we'll see.
I think she's got to put some right hand spin on it to kind of go make it go around two rails.
Yeah, if she's not going to touch the 9, I think that's absolutely, she definitely wants to go 2 rails because she's cutting it. Oh, she did touch it just a tad though, so that worked out nicely. Wasn't sure how much of that 9 ball she was going to hit by cutting that 6. The
Well,
camera view can be a little deceiving.
she hit that really well though.
She
I didn't,
did.
it wasn't clunky. It was very smooth the
Very
way she
smooth.
executed that.
All right, so 1 rail back out to the center here. Just like that. She hits that beautiful. And just a stop shot out here. Margaret to extend that lead. This is a B-side matchup, so these ladies are fighting for their tournament life. They're both in the money currently. I think they will finish at 9th through 12th if defeated in this round.
Yes, 9th through 12th.
All right, let's check out the scores around the room, folks. Brittany Bryan is playing Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. Kaylee's up 5-3. You can see this score line is exactly the same here. Well, actually, it's 6-3 now. And Melissa Helen and Ashley Rice. Melissa's up 6-2 on Ashley. Who is on our bonus coverage table? Brittany and Kaylee are currently playing on our bonus coverage, which is on YouTube. But there's no commentary on that, just so everyone knows. The setup is out in the middle of the room, and due to copyright issues with YouTube, we can't allow it to have volume or commentary. But we like to bring you an extra view to check out. Maybe you'll see some of your favorite players on that channel instead. But
Well,
don't shut us off. Just, make a second YouTube account or something. Put
well,
us on the TV, put the other one on the
or you can watch it
tablet.
later. You don't have to watch both in real time. Yes, you get to see a lot of players that you may not necessarily see featured on live stream on the bonus coverage, including myself. I actually had the opportunity to be featured on the bonus table twice, which I think is amazing because my friends and family are like, "Why don't I see you on YouTube on in the live stream?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends on how the schedule works out and if I get picked." So I'm just glad for the bonus stream coverage because then I can say, just go to the bonus stream. You see me there.
Absolutely.
Now I can also do my homework and study what I did during those matches and what I need to improve upon. Look, check out this break.
So I just want you guys to know, for those of you guys who are at home, I'm sitting in the booth and I'm looking out the window of the booth, and Christina Tkach is warming up on the practice table right here, and her phone is sitting right on the rail and she's watching Fedor. So it's so cute. They're
Oh,
adorable, by the way.
they are.
But Fedor is currently up 8-7 in a race to 13 at the U.S. Open. So sounds like there's good matches going on all over the world, all over the place right now.
I'm just
It's
so
a good
glad
good time to be in pool.
yeah, so many opportunities for pool for the men, for the women. We definitely need more people watching, more people supporting,
Well,
and you guys playing.
absolutely.
So support
All
your local
right.
pool room.
Nice shot there by Margaret, and she's fallen beautifully on the three. And I don't know if she'll opt to roll this ball forward just a couple rotations.
I think she just roll it forward,
Yeah,
so then
it's
just keep
just,
it
and it's
simple.
natural, and it's natural. You pocket the five. Naturally, you're headed towards the right direction for the eight.
Yeah.
Very, very simple out here for Margaret.
I think the main thing when you get to this point of the match is just like not letting the adrenaline take over. As it gets closer to the end, some people get very, conscious about having to close out the match and
Hmm.
really just being more steady Eddie about it.
All right, so I think she would have actually preferred to roll just another ball rotation or two forward, but
Yeah, but when you can just go two rails, just make it easy for yourself.
yeah, right. Very good, very good. All right, so she just needs to shoot this ball with a stop shot. It's going to leave herself in perfect line for the nine. Just like that.
She looked like she stunned it.
She did. She hit it so good. All right, Margaret Fefilova Steyer to get to the hill. This nine ball. Fantastic.
I just realized on Margarita's bio sheet, she has no nickname. Should we do a nickname challenge for Margarita?
Well, and from what I understand, I think a lot of people are calling her Feffy. Is it Feffy?
I
I don't
have
know if
not
that's
heard of
true.
this.
Well, I don't know that it's a here thing or if it was more of a
When
like a European thing, like when she was in Belarus. I'm not really sure if that's even true. I've just heard some people make mention. I would hate to be wrong. Margaret is she's just such a good talented player, and she's so fun. She's very sweet, very funny, very witty when you meet her away from the table. She's super easy to chat with.
hmm Do you have a nickname now?
Um, I have been called Foxy most of my career, most of my life, really. Um, but in the more recent, people have been calling me LFR. So I'm getting a little bit more of that, and so I'm like, all right, that's fine, because it's true. I mean, there are my initials, like whatever.
Looking for a run out?
Yeah, there you go. Looking for the run. Like, and that's really apropos to my game anyway. So, but no. I mean, I have a couple different nicknames. I answer to most of them. So I guess it's not really relevant. Some of my jerseys say LFR. I don't put Foxy on really anything. It's just what I've been called my whole life.
Yeah.
So
I think LFR sounds good because you're
it's
looking
fun.
for the run out.
There you go. Yeah, and I feel like if you have three letters in your name in this sport, it's a good sign. You got SVB, you got FSR. Why not LFR, you know?
Now you've reached another pinnacle in your full career. You're known by three-letter acronym,
Mhm.
three-letter
Right,
initials.
right, there you go.
There you go.
All right.
You think she's gonna cut this in or play safe?
Earlier she banked at a ball like this and then played it more like a two-way, and I think that's kind of what she just did there. I'm not sure if that was offensive or if it was defensive. And I'm going to be honest with you, based on the deceleration in her stroke, I don't think she was committed to anything in that shot either. I could be wrong. But you know what I mean? Just she decelerated a little in the stroke last minute, which makes me think she wasn't committed to it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know what her intention was
I have
there.
no idea. So I was unsure.
Yeah. And you know, like I said, we're in the booth and they're out there playing. So who am I to say? I'm just chatting about it.
Well, we've got definitely congestion in the middle of the table
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot going on there. Now, I do think that the 4 goes past the 9. We'll have to switch camera views to see that, though. If it does, it's tight, huh?
I don't think this four goes. I mean, it's tough to see.
It's tricky. Well, and the rack's there, and there's 3 balls on it, so they won't move it. Shot by Margaret. She really held that ball right there.
But I think there is an opportunity to play a jail safe if she does not get the right. If that
Lockdown.
four,
Oh,
yeah,
you say jail
lockdown,
time.
jail time.
It's jail time for Ada.
But we'll see how she. I mean, it's hard. It really depends if the four has a pocket or not.
Yeah, there are definitely certain players that don't enjoy the rack staying on the table. She's going to ask to have it removed, but it's likely that they won't be able to move it. Typically, when there's three balls on the rack, they won't move the rack. Yeah, I think she asked, and I think they told her no.
Well, some referees have like two devices that they can use
Hmm.
to remove the rack. I don't know if we're equipped with that situation here. Oh,
Oh, we got somebody. So everybody, that is Bob Truitt. Bob Truitt is from Bradenton, Florida. He is an APA and VNEA World Certified Referee. He's offered to come in and help the ladies for the little things like this. So that was nice of him to do. He also wore his referee shirt and had all the ladies here sign up for him. So,
wow.
yeah. So on the front of his shirt, he's got a bazillion signatures.
Like the lady signed it while he was wearing
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah, no, it's on him.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't sign it.
He must not have caught you. You're fast, Ada. You're
He
fast. You move
he
fast.
asked for a selfie yesterday, so I
Oh,
don't know
so
if that.
maybe that's because he got your selfie yesterday and he didn't have his shirt on
Although
yesterday.
he thought I was another player. I mean,
Oh.
he thought I was Michelle Monk.
Oh, okay. Did he call you Michelle?
Yes, he did, and I corrected him.
Oh.
I am not Michelle Monk.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be worse. It's not like she's a horrendous human or anything, so that's a bonus. It could be bad if it was somebody that wasn't like the nicest person.
Although some people think I'm very not nice while I'm playing, I'm just don't talk to me.
Yeah, well, everybody requires something different to stay focused,
Yeah, I have
you
like
know?
my how you call it my game face on.
There you go. That's the right face. That's the one. Game faces are okay. I think that people shouldn't be trying to talk to you while you're playing anyway.
Yeah, so but it depends. I feel like we have a lot of new spectators in some of these events, and they may not know the etiquette, and they want to try to be encouraging and talk, and I appreciate that. But yeah, when we're playing, don't talk to us. Game face time.
All right, so they went ahead and removed the rack for her. It's fine. And this did not fare well. unfortunately for Margaret, but fortunately for Savannah, she can see the purple four.
She can, but the trickiness is this 8-9, and if that 8 goes into the side pocket, and that's what she was looking at. She got a little too straight, too much angle on that 5.
This is a race to 8, Z for um so the 9 ball is a little confusing in the middle, right? But that's the game we're playing. You can see the race number in the parentheses next to the players' names.
I think the 9 ball symbol is to indicate like what format we're
Right,
playing.
which game we're playing,
Yeah.
but people get that confused with the race. All right, what a nice little touch there by Savannah.
With the bridge. Wow.
Yeah, she's very good with the bridge. So speaking of Savannah, the list of sponsors this young lady has is impressive. She is sponsored by Locasi Cues, and of course they are with Brunswick Billiards. Jam Up Apparel. She also is sponsored by her local and probably one of her more favorite establishments, Griff's Bar and Billiards. Salado, Digital Pool, Carom Sports, Teom Billiards, Global Resources and Support, Hard Times Billiards of Sacramento, Shepherd's on Schlinger, 3 Second Q Cases, Fort Worth Billiards, Aloha Billiards, and Jason Griggs Real Estate and Q and Case. She's got a great list of sponsors, a super support system. Her mom and dad are just amazing people and so much fun to be around. Tiffany is part of the board here at the WPBA, so it's nice to have her. And Savannah is actually currently ranked number 10 on the tour. It's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
I think it's 10. That bio sheet I have is from like 2 events ago, but I'm it's in that range, right? She's top 10, top 12.
Oh, that was a tricky
Oh,
position there.
yeah, the shot's so tough anyway with these side pockets. You've got to just roll them in. It's insane. Um, and Margaret, I don't know if anybody knows this. This is something cool about Margaret. Do you know that Margaret is a 32-time national champion in Belarus?
What?
32 times. She's not even 32 years old.
Yeah, how do you even get that?
I don't
Are
know.
you counting like junior titles?
I have no idea. It's amazing. 32 times national champion in Belarus.
Do you know how old Margaret was when she first started playing pool?
I think she was like 11. I feel like
Wow.
I saw a little interview she had done, and I might be wrong, but there were some pictures, and she may have been younger, but it doesn't matter. She's just I Margaret's a consummate professional, always at the top of her game, and she puts in all the proper work.
Wow,
Um,
that was a really nice two-rail safety there to marry it up to the 9 ball.
it was a yeah, it worked out really nice. She had great position on with the cue. I think that says it about the speed that she played the bank. She played the bank at the right speed for that exact purpose, right? Like it holds the
Yes.
cue ball for the 9, potentially blocks it.
I think I need to homework this shot and work on it. This is why I love
This is a
about
nice little pace here. That was a nice pace. Savannah hit that at a really, really nice pace. She made sure she got to the end rail. She got a little fortunate on the position after the kick because, we don't always have that
yeah,
super control of that. There's a lot of factors when you're kicking the balls, but
the kick resave. That's huge.
yeah, it's a
So
good
this
shot.
is a kick resave. Not the, saying this is more of like awkward shot save.
Oh, nice shot right there, boy. That's class. Great shot.
She hit that really well. So WPBA has a different ranking system than WPA.
Mm-hmm.
So WPA is a lot of the world events. They use that ranking for invites. So we have two different systems. When we're talking about ranking, we're referring to the WPBA ranking of these ladies, which you could find on the website. We do have in the menus a separate rankings tab. So you can follow your favorite player
Oh
and
boy,
see how
this
they're
ball's
doing.
gonna land under the 9. Wow.
These ladies are vicious.
I don't know if she got her under that nine or not.
I think she did.
Oh man. I don't know. Margaret's moving at a pretty good pace. It wasn't like she snuck up on the ball. You know how a lot of times when people aren't sure if they're hooked, you ever notice they sneak up on the ball? I'm right, aren't I?
No, I have not seen
You
this.
gotta
They
watch it
sneak
now.
up on the
It's like
ball.
they're sneaking up on the ball. It's wild how often you'll see it.
So if you want to see WPA rankings, you have to go to the WPA-pool. I think it's the URL. You can find it on Google, and then they have a separate rankings page, so you could follow along where these ladies are at in the world. Well, Margaret was able to see that. I couldn't tell from that view.
Yeah,
She
that's what I
sliced that
mean. She
in.
came up at a steady pace and she didn't sneak up on the ball. That's how I knew she could see it.
And I'm gonna have to go
You're
back and
gonna
watch
have to
some.
watch. It's crazy how often. Congratulations to Margaret Fefilova and also to Savannah Easton, although she's probably not going to be pleased about this particular match. She has had a wonderful event. She leaves this event in the ninth through 12th position, which is a cash position. So congratulations to her. And we're going to be seeing so much more of Savannah over the next few years. So um, that is going to be all for this round, folks. We'll be back at 7 o'clock, which is a half hour from now. And we will be having Christina Zlateva and Kelly Fisher. Thank you so much to Ada Leo for joining me in the booth. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
Um,
Lonnie. It was nice chatting with you and, interacting with our chat room and seeing
yeah,
all the fans out there
some
submitting
great
their
pool.
comments. Yeah, and
Some
some
great.
great pool. And,
So,
I got a chance to see my favorite shots, the jail time lock shots, lockdown shots.
and so thanks so much. We're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here. Um, Palmetto Billiards Academy for hosting the event. They have their own list of event sponsors as well, the Ashley River Roofing, CB Prime Distribution, and Predator. And of course, to our long lasting sponsors here at the WPBA, Aramith, Simonis, and Diamond Billiard Products, as well as our most exciting newest sponsors here at the WPBA family, Kamui, How Tips, ICA Training Tool, Big Family Custom Creations, Castillo Leather Goods, and of course our official rack of the WPBA, the Perfect Rack. Thank you for tuning in. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and we'll see you at the next one.